Alrighty, what's going on here? So it looks like the big limitation is actions. There's a Golem, which is a village, but not really because it's terrible. And there's Royal Galley, which is good, but it's only one village every other turn. And it's going to be awkward here with no good cantrips. How do you get Will-O-Wisp? Sacred Grove? That's not reliable. God. There's no way. Is Golem playable here? This kingdom just looks supremely awkward. The case for Golem would be if you could Royal Galley a Golem, would be a great way to start the turn, and then the deck functions a lot better from there. The case against Golem is just Golem is an abomination of a card. If you're not playing with Golem, what are you doing? I could see something along the lines of just Old Witch, Big Money being reasonably fast here. I don't know, like 2 Old Witches, Royal Galley or 2, take an early gold, and then you can use Kintsugi to trash stuff, and then that also helps you close out the game pretty quickly. Huh. Yeah, what a... does Yuri get the 2/5, or is Yuri doing his little I don't play all my coppers thing? I don't have my mind made up on whether I want to try to build an engine here. The upside's not that big. I think step 1 probably is acquire an Old Witch or 2 and acquire a gold so that you can trash your estates with Kintsugi. I mean, you could trash the estates with Kintsugi without a gold, but there's decent force to gain here in any case. And then maybe once you accomplish that, then the time to think about Golem is around the time where you're trashing an estate and contemplating maybe I gain a potion off of this. And I'll see how I'm feeling at that stage. How do I get to 5? The 3/4 sure looks better to me. You do City Gate, and you either hit 5 turn 3, or you buy a silver, and then I think you're hitting 5 on turn 3 in that line? Turn 4? Forget exactly how that goes. Alright, Yuri has 3 money, but buys a Lookout. Curious. I think on the 3/4 City Gate into Old Witch looked pretty good. I forget exactly how it works. I'd have to refigure it out. But I know City Gate, if you whiff, you can buy a silver and then get yourself to 5 in short order. So it's less of a gamble than something like buying turn 1 Ghost Town, which when it fails quite catastrophically. Okay, so what am I doing? Maybe Moneylender City Gate or Moneylender Silver? Moneylender City Gate gives me a 100% chance of getting to Old Witch. Is that true? I don't know if that's true, but it's at very least pretty dang close to 100%. I feel like it's 100%. I think I like that. Okay, so this will be 5/4. I think probably this is Old Witch and I guess just Trash an Estate actually sounds better. Either that or Royal Galley. It's not clear which of those is best to me. I suppose there's some argument for turn 3 gold, turn 4 Kintsugi into a 4 cost. But I think I want the Old Witch too much. The gold has to be after the Old Witch, no question. Yeah, I think I prefer Royal Galley to Trashing an Estate here. I got 2 terminal action cards, and with City Gate, I should be pretty likely to line one of those up with the Royal Galley. Alright, if I don't find an action here, I think I just I definitely just put the Royal Galley back on top. There'd be no point in playing it if I knew the top card wasn't in action. I will be a little bit sad if I don't find an action, because that means I'm hitting terminal collision either way. Yep. Sad times. Second Galley, I suppose. They were the bottom 2 cards of my deck. This also, I don't even have a choice of which one to play. I was thinking I was going to play Moneylender so as to not make the old witch and the Moneylender miss the shuffle. But here, I'm playing whichever card happens to be on top. Okay, it turned out to be the Moneylender, which I think was the better option. But it means I didn't get to play my old witch this shuffle. Well, I've hit 4 again, kind of annoyingly. I don't want more Royal Galleys right now. I don't have targets for them. And still don't know about Golem, but definitely can't be potioned yet. I still have to hit 6 at some point for gold, unlock Kintsugi. So I think it's just a silver for now. And sure would be lovely if I could draw my Royal Galley off the top. Hint, hint. Nope. I gotta play the old witch. Nope, still not 6. Obviously I could have top decked it and lined it up with the Royal Galley, but then they're all missing the shuffle, and that, I think the cure is worse than the disease there. Sacred Grove? I'm gonna need plus buy soon. Alright, well we got to 6 at least. Don't know where I stand relative to Yuri. I don't love the lookout opening, but it's not terrible. As it turns out, my deck doesn't get to 6 quite as quickly as I had hoped. So my plan for trashing estates hasn't quite worked out. Okay, silver back on top. And gold. Not my curse. I wanted that card. I think the answer is going to be Golem. Got enough action cards in this deck that I think Golem playing the Sacred Groves and such is going to be worth doing. Speaking of which, I'm about to draw that thing dead. 10? You have 10 money and 3 buys? My lord. This king really brings out the worst in you. I bought a gold. I'm about to buy a golem. The depths we stoop to win Dominion games. Yep, you're getting drawn dead. You have to avoid. Oh my! I guess I, with the power of hindsight, should have seen that coming. I didn't even hit 3. I needed to hit 3 for Kintsugi. Oh no! Maybe that's a sign. Steph's trying to stop me from going for the golem. Okay, yeah. It probably is going to be too slow. Yuri is just going straight for the double province, which is pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'm just pitching all of that, I think. There's probably just no time, huh? Add a potion now. I have to be buying Golem next shuffle at the earliest. Yuri's just straight into greening. You know, it doesn't take me that much to talk myself out of Golem. Let's just not do it. Can I support another Royal Galley? I think the answer is no. I suppose I could take a look out here. Makes the Royal Galleys a little bit less awkward, just because it's a non-terminal target for the galleys. And I'll take a second gold or a second Sacred Grove. The upside of gold is it costs 6, which makes it a good Kintsugi target late in the game. Upside of Sacred Grove is I don't like having just 1 plus buy card in my whole deck. Even if Royal Galley makes it a little bit easier to play that consistently. I think I'm leaning towards the gold. I don't think this deck is going to achieve full deck control before the game ends. So I definitely want to resolve the Sacred Grove before the City Gate here, in case it draws cards. I would like to either find a Royal Galley to play the Lookout, or, barring that, at least top deck the Curse and kill it with the Lookout. Sure, I'll take that. That could be double province, right? No, that's not right. If you took the gold out of play, I guess no, it could be double province. You just have to kintsugi both of the golds, and that'd be a pretty steep cost. So that wouldn't be worth it. Don't love that I didn't get a Royal Galleon to play. Go ahead and discard the Moneylender because I can't play both the Moneylender and the Old Witch next turn. Nothing's. I'm gonna lose this game, and there's not much I can do about it. I'll take another Sacred Grove, another Royal Galley. I don't know. Royal Galley, silver, final answer. My Old Witch is on the bottom of the deck. Ay. Well, take a province. I'm not gonna win this game. I don't know. I like my opening better. I continue to like my opening better. Like Yuri's deck ends up in the Old Witch Kintsugi Gold stuff anyway. I think it makes sense to aim straight for that and not take the Lookout, which runs real risks of stopping you from hitting 5 and then 6. As it turns out, I don't know, Yuri's deck lined up the way it needed to and mine did not. But I have not been convinced that the Moneylender City Gate opening was a poor choice. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I will defend my decision.